Good evening, everyone. Welcome to House on the Hill Farm YouTube channel. We are planting some mulberry cuttings. Heather's kind of scraping the bark off, and we're putting a light dab of rooting hormone on them and planting them in some cocoa coir.
Mixed with perlite?
Mixed with perlite. So we are planting the Lakeland Tropical at the moment. We got Pakistani mulberry here, a few rows, and then the Lakeland Tropicals here and down. I'm about to start another row right here. We are hoping for big things with these cuttings. All these cuttings, we got Lakeland, Pakistani, Maui, and Jan's Best, named after the person that we got the cuttings from down in Florida. Jan, she loves all things mulberries, and we got some mulberry cuttings from her. I want to see, these are all pretty prolific fruiters. They should be, and we are hoping that they will give us great fruit for our poultry and pigs primarily, and other critters. The wildlife too. Songbirds really like mulberries, and hopefully they won't raid our trees too much. We'll have enough for our livestock.
Hopefully they'll grow enough for everybody.
Yeah. The Jan's Best is a dwarf everbearing. That should be a prolific fruiter. Down in Florida, it fruits 3 times a year, I guess, 3 different little batches, and kind of staggered some of these fruiting. I understand that Pakistani fruits first, and then Maui, and Lakeland Tropical, and Jan's Best dwarf everbearing should fruit about the same time. Let's start another row. You want to say something, Libby?
Yes, yeah. I just wanted to point out that the mulberries are excellent for people consumption too.
Yes. So we'll be looking forward to these in our ice cream and whatnot. But this is what our mulberries are hopefully look like. So we just wanted to clue you in on what we're doing. So
the idea here is also that we're going to go ahead and cover it after we get all the cuttings in there, and we don't want them to get dried out. Mulberries are just kind of notorious for drying out too quickly before their roots can establish. So we'll have the lid on it to keep the moisture in, and we'll put it in a shady spot under the trees to keep them out of the sun, and because we don't want them to scorch while their little tender leaves are starting to grow. So we'll see.
what's the purpose of the plastic bin?
We just got the plastic bin to clear so that it would get some sunlight in there, but not too much.
So we're creating a greenhouse, basically,
Yes.
effect for these cuttings. So
Yes.
there'll be condensation within the bin. We're expecting these cuttings, or hoping these cuttings to root. They'll probably leaf out a little bit in the meantime,
Yes.
while they're in here,
Yeah.
and then we can take them and put them in bigger pots, like maybe some of those, and put them in a protected area, and hopefully they'll get bigger, and we can transfer them over to the property. And what are those there? These are Jan's Best.
This is Jan's Best.
Mhm.
Okay, nice big fat stems. Some of them
Oh,
have been
look at that mold
wrapped
on there.
in damp paper towels when she sent them to us in the mail, and so they've developed a little bit of mold on the bud sites, and so I hope that's not an issue.
They were sent to us early in the week, but we received them 2 days ago, and we kept them wrapped up and put them under a house where it's cool, but still get mold on them. But anyway, we'll get to work. We'll see you guys later. Alrighty, alright, so we have the rest of our cuttings. This is Monday night. About 2 days later, we planted the rest of our cuttings. This is 21 cuttings here. We had 76 in the other bin. It's a total of 97 cuttings. We ordered 80, and Jan gave us some extra. which we appreciate. These are Pakistanis down this row, maybe Pakistanis here, and Maui's, and some Jan's Best here. So we want to see how we do here, and let's go to the other bin and see how we did so far in 2 days and see how those look. So here's our bin underneath some trees here in the shade. You gently see we got some airflow, a little bit of airflow going in here. And look at those buds already. Now that doesn't mean they're rooting necessarily, because there can be some residual greening on mulberry cuttings. They do so well. But we're going to leave them here in a month. This is what the plastic bin method of propagation does, is you're supposed to plant these cuttings and leave them in the plastic bin for a month. So we're going to try to do that. And you can see some condensation build up in there, creating a greenhouse, mini greenhouse. We'll come back in a few weeks and hopefully they will have rooted and we'll repot them. So this is what our cuttings look like, and stay tuned for more on how these guys look here in a few weeks. So until next time, ciao.